Good morning, everyone. This is Eva with Stitching in the Interlake. Thank you so very much for joining me today. You can see Lilybell is down there, and I am sitting here. I'm in my pajamas yet again. I had a terrible morning this morning. I was just so out of it, so like in a fog the entire morning. And it's just slowly starting to lift, but it was awful. It was awful. Now, I had come up from the basement because I had to go down there and do laundry, and I came up from the basement and I was doing a few things in the kitchen, and then I came over here into the living room and I was looking outside, and there was an ambulance with its lights on right across the street here. So I saw Anita. She was out there, and I was thinking that it was Eugene. And so I quickly went over there, and to find out it's not Eugene, but Eugene's nephew. And he had a massive heart attack. They'd been working on him. There was a couple of neighbors who were working on him. She's a bachelor of nursing, and then her husband was there. I don't know exactly what he does, but anyway, they had started CPR, and they had gotten one of these AED things there, and which is a good thing to have in town. So anyway, they started chest compressions and shocking and all that kind of stuff. And then the ambulance showed up, and then the police showed up, the RCMP. And I was over there, and he did not look good. He did not look good. And he was down for about 20 minutes before the ambulance arrived. And even though they did shock him and all that, there was nothing else they could really do until the ambulance arrived. And yeah, they finally pronounced him. Yeah, your life can go, it can go just like that, you know. But I know for me, I don't want that to happen. I just wanted, like, don't try and bring me back. No, just let me go. And it's much better for the family to know that, or my family say, that I'm just gone. I'm just gone. You know, not that I'm going to be in hospital, not after that long a period, and there's not enough oxygen to the brain, and yeah, so they'll do an autopsy, of course, and to find out, but he probably had severe heart block, or he could have had an aneurysm. Could have had an aneurysm. Could have been either one of those things. And but the young guy that was over there working with him, and that was his friend, they were working over at Eugene's putting stucco on the garage. And yeah, and so then apparently he was just there, and then he just fell over. And yeah, it's a very sad situation, and I gave my condolences to everyone. And yeah, and he's from the Gladstone area, which is about, I would say close to 2 hours from here, an hour and a half maybe, going further west and north. And so his family lives there, and so yeah, it's not going to It's not a good situation. So all I could really do was pray for him and that he would be welcomed into heaven. I didn't get his name though. But that's a shock, you know. I can understand that's an absolute shock. And Eugene is there across the street. I can see him, and the young guy is there. And he said that he had been very good friends with him for quite a long time. And this guy was 57, but he was really overweight. Really, really overweight. And yeah. So I'll pray for his family. So anyways. So yeah, here I am. I'm just stitching here on Carolyn Manning. Please be home for Christmas. And I started this morning, and I'd only gotten 6 minutes in when my friend Juliet called. And so I hung up quickly, and then she called right back again, and then it died. It just would not do anything. So I just see that on Agenda Free TV, they're going to have on that Hurricane Ida that's making landfall down there in Louisiana and Arkansas and Mississippi, I guess. So if any of you are down there, I pray that you will be fine, that you've gone to higher ground or you've evacuated already, because it's going to be a lot of flooding. So, but yeah. So otherwise, there's not much happening. So it's just quiet. It's actually warmer today. But like I said, I was so confused, and I was so so they're just backing the ambulance out, and I'm just watching. So sorry, I don't know if you can see out there that. So yeah. So I guess the police have already left, and these guys are leaving. And it's not very often you see that, especially in a small town. And yeah, so, but otherwise everything is going good. I'm used to my glasses already because they're not, oops, here, I gotta do this better here. Because they're not much of a change from the old ones. But these glasses hardly have any weight to them at all. Hardly any weight to them. And so I cleaned up the kitchen, and I did a load of laundry, and I'm going to maybe box some things up, and that. Yeah, and those people that are moving out of the house there in Ericsdale, they didn't even pay rent for August. Nope. Nope. So, oops, sorry. I keep losing where I am here. Yeah. But, so anyways, apparently they were still moving out. Sorta, kinda. There were a lot of vehicles there. I heard from, like on Thursday, so a couple of nights ago. And that, so. But yeah, see, that's how far I've gotten. I'm making good progress on it. So I'm going to keep working on this. But I'm almost finished page 1. Okay, I just have to go down here a little bit and then over and just over a little bit here. And I'll be done page 1. It really doesn't take that much time, you know. And see here, I have my new needle minder right there. Thanks, Jessica, again. Thank you, sweetheart. And like I said, I hope you all give her some love. And I keep forgetting what her, oh, here it is, what her name is. Oh, yes, Otter Rose. Okay, so if you want information on her, that's what it is. She's got a store on Etsy. So I'll leave that there for a bit so that you can get the information down. Yeah. So thank you again, Jessica, for these lovely, lovely, lovely gifts. That was so thoughtful and so kind of you. So yeah, it's actually quite warm out. Alexa, what's the forecast?
In Oakville, it's 18 degrees Celsius with mostly cloudy skies. Today's forecast calls for more of the same, with a high of 23 degrees and a low of 12 degrees. Have a pleasant afternoon.
Yeah, so it's warmer than they said it was going to be, which is okay, which suits me just fine. And so, yeah. But life happens, I tell you. Life happens. When I was talking to Juliet this morning, she was telling me about somebody who was in hospital up there, and he had just been diagnosed very, very recently, I guess within the last week, that he had bone cancer, liver cancer, and lung cancer. And he never smoked, he never drank. And then, come to find out, he was the fire chief of Ericsdale. Well, didn't he pass away during the night? So, yeah, you just never know when your number is up, right? All I know is I have a do not resuscitate order. And, yeah, not to do anything for me. It's just not something that I want. And like I could already tell, like he was gone. but they have to keep working for a certain amount of time. And oh, did I get it? Did I get it? Oh, probably not. Oh, well, that broke off. And I've got this one stitch to finish. Oops, sorry. So I decided today I was going to make some onion rings. So I've got onion rings in the oven. I picked them up yesterday at Walmart. I wanted something different for a change. Oh my gosh, is this even going to... There it goes. Okay. Then I'm going to do this. And then that's, yeah. So this guy here was 57. I don't know if I told you that. Yeah, he was 57. So it's very shocking for everyone. So if you haven't made out your will, or you haven't made out your living will, please do so. Because you never know. Yeah. So on that note, I'm going to finish this up right now. And I'm going to say toodaloodles. And may God bless you, each and every one of you, this day and every day. Thank you so very much for stopping by. If you like my channel, please consider subscribing and giving me a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. So on that note, and may God rest his soul where he was here, but I know he's already made it to heaven. So, yeah. So, but anyways, I guess I will see you tomorrow on a floss tube. Yes. And don't forget, Laura was Stitching with Laura. She's doing a live this afternoon at 3 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So you can take that from wherever you are. It's 2 p.m. Mountain Time. Yeah. So, anyways, may you all have a wonderful day. God bless and doodle-doodles!